back to my boat delivery from San Francisco, California to Seattle, Washington, a 900 nautical mile trip up the western coast of the United States. Last we saw each other, I was hanging off the back of the boat losing my dinner. This time we find each other a little further up the California coast and a little further offshore. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy. Okay, like instantly feeling better. These sea conditions are just crazy, but I think it was some food. I don't know, it's hard to tell, because obviously I don't spend time out in these kind of sea conditions. Captain's inside reading a book. I'm outside throwing up, drinking greenhorn, but I feel better now. We'll see, hopefully that was it. Whew. Kenzie told me to record when I was just having thoughts, so that's what I'm doing. But I don't know, just up here on watch, I'm all alone, just looking out at the ocean. And I was just thinking like how good this is for me, just how good it is just for my soul and everything, but also equally like I think about the people I love. So I think about Kenzie and I'm thinking about Waylon and how I just want them to experience this, because I know it's good for you. I want anybody that I care about to experience something that brings them happiness, or that sense of being something's good for your soul, you know. And for me, you know, coming out here on the ocean, getting out of my comfort zone while testing the waters with something that we think we want, and something we talk about is crossing an ocean. And now that I'm out here and I'm just getting a little taste of it, I get it. Yeah, I think it'll be really cool for us one day. And I want Kenzie to come do one of these. She would grow so much from it. Yeah, that's all I got right now. That's my video log for the evening. I probably got about 30 minutes left on my watch, and that's it. All right, it's my second shift from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. I've just been puking nonstop. The sea state is like being in a washing machine, and for whatever reason, I'm just can't get used to it. So it's pitch black too, and it's like being on a merry-go-round and a washing machine at the same time. I can only sit up here outside of the cockpit, or else I just get sick. But even up here I just threw up, so I don't know. Hoping it gets better as time goes on. Hopefully the sea state gets better too. This catamaran is just like so uncomfortable. Last night's watch was pretty terrible. Dry heave until I couldn't dry heave anymore. Finally took some Dramamine and tried to sleep and ate a little bit of yogurt, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not optimistic. All right, keep you posted. Good omen. Maybe I'll start feeling better. Alright, good morning guys. Just pulling into Crescent City this morning to top off all our fuel. And then I guess we're just gonna make a kind of a push again out, because this is the only opportunity we have with some weather coming in, and I guess it's gonna get a little wild 20 plus knots of wind for about 30 or 40 miles. So I'm feeling a lot better this morning. Let's hope that continues, because the first couple days were rough. I'm actually able to function and be a helpful crew member. I never missed a shift, but I wasn't saying much. So anyways, I'm watching for crab pots right now, and yeah, that's what we got. Gotta go fill up Crescent City. For centuries, harbors have been the starting point and final destination for sailors. The calm waters, the smell of the salt in the air, create a nostalgic feeling that only sailors can truly understand. It's no wonder why harbors hold a special place in the hearts of those who spend their lives at sea.
I know your face so well, but I can tell that it's changing. I know when you lie there still that you've just been resting. We get along so well.
I guess when there was like a tsunami a few years ago in Japan, these guys actually got hit, and then they got all this FEMA money, so they have all these huge pylons everywhere, like overkill on pylon here in Crescent City, Northern California.
Down till we can't stand at all.
Getting out around these rocks, trying to head offshore a little bit. One thing that I've learned is how to kind of manage looking out for crab pots. They're typically in like the 150 to 300 foot range, so really between that and what the wind's doing offshore determines kind of how far offshore you're going to be. We got to get far enough offshore at night so that we're not running into crab pots. Right now the wind's blowing really hard offshore, and it's making the fetch and the swell really bad, so we're staying closer, which means you just got to be more attentive for the crab pots. But just one of the things I'm learning here on this delivery. I'm feeling much better. Not 100%, but much better. Picked up like 20-25 knots. The seas are just crazy right now. White caps were just beating into them. Probably 6 to 8 foot swells. The engines are like cavitating. We'll go up the face of one wave, break down the other side. Pretty wild out here. It's cool though. Day 4. Yeah, chugging along. Had a good night watch last night from 2 to 4. I was pretty tired. Fell asleep pretty hard. Waking up, I was a little groggy, but got up and rolling. We're about 45 miles out from Newport, Oregon. And we're gonna pull in there, top off the fuel, and then keep rolling. We should be turning into Seattle Monday morning. Yeah, and then kind of be down in Seattle Monday night. Sea conditions are like big rollers right now. Not like yesterday where it was so choppy and everything was just short and stacked together. Today it's just kind of big rollers. True wind speed is 12 knots. Yeah, we're about 400 feet of water. Just had a big breakfast, made me some oatmeal and orange juice. Did some dishes, all is well.
Fine. I've been over 7 seas, hoping I can find some peace. Tell me, where's this love I hear is so divine? Well, I could never have been ready for this. I think I should start letting you in. Take a look at you and start to lose my balance. What am I falling into? This feels like something new. I've seen a lot of views, but they were nothing like this. The way you do.
So here we are in Newport, Oregon. Just getting ready to cast off. We're gonna cook some dinner. Yeah, we got about 300 miles to go. So we just took showers. We stopped by the Rogue Brewery real quick after filling up here at the marina. And it's back out to sea. Pretty awesome, pretty cool, we're feeling good. And yeah, the sun's out. I haven't seen any sunshine this whole time, so this is amazing. We're back at it, back out at sea. So we'll see you guys back out there. Leaving port and heading out to the ocean can be a mix of emotions. A sense of excitement for the adventure that lies ahead, but also a bit of uncertainty. Entering a vast and unpredictable world. A moment of intense focus and anticipation arises as the sailor prepares for the unknown journey ahead. We are headed out of Newport, Oregon, 6 to 9 p.m. shift. Up in the tower here, watching for crab pot. Actually, I got one coming up. Stand by. Crab pot diverted. We got to get out to like at least 300 feet of water plus before it gets dark, or it's just a bad situation. You're in the dark and you don't know where any of these crab pots are. So it's really important we get out to deep water before it gets dark. So it's a lot of groundswell. I'm learning a lot of this stuff because it's only like 100 to 200 feet right now. We're getting a lot of swell coming offshore because it's hitting that shallower water and creating these big swells. So it's more comfortable when you get offshore a little bit further. Hopefully it's another good night. Only a few more days.
Warm nights, long drives, nothing here but moonlight. Raindrops on the red dust. It's never smelled so good. Lay by my side, keep your eyes wide. Watch all those shooting stars fly. It's after midnight, hold my head tight. We're so alive, just like fireflies in the shelter. All we need is love. All we need is love in the shelter. All we need is love. All we need is love. Sunrise in our eyes, so sweet to be far from home.
So a little turn of events may be in the making. We may be pulling into the Columbia River port. We may just be leaving the boat there. The weather has not been great. We've been pounding into rough seas and waves for the last 20 plus hours. Last night was miserable, just so rough. We should be in there about 3 o'clock this afternoon. It is currently about 9:30 a.m. It was a super rough night. It just falling off these breaking waves right into the next wave and just sounded like the boat was gonna crack in half. I knew it wasn't going to, but the sound was crazy. Trying to sleep, you would go all weightless the whole time, so that was kind of funny. Thank God I'm not sick anymore and haven't had any issues the last few days, so no way you could be out here and feel like that the whole time. Just couldn't do it. The Oregon coast is behind me. That's what we got right now. Crossing the bar and entering the mouth of the Columbia River, a sense of sadness came over me, knowing that our trip would soon end. I imagine it's a feeling that all men get who spend time at sea. Its power and ability to make you want to leave it is the same power that calls you back to it. I'm thankful to Captain Jack and Steve for their endless knowledge and willingness to teach, and I look forward to more adventures with both of you. Cheers. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We're always doing fun, different things, everything from ultra running to sailing to backpacking, so we do it all here on the Lost Compass, and we'll see you next time.